Sir,
Okay. Yes. Now.
a very good morning to one and all present over here on behalf of Shri L.R. Tiwari Degree College of Commerce, Arts and Science. I, Assistant Professor Rajesh Jakotia, Faculty of BMS Department, would like to welcome our today guest speaker.
Okay. Yes. Now.
A very good morning to one and all present
Okay.
over here on behalf of Shri L.R. Tiwari Degree College. Sorry, College of. Huh. I, Assistant Professor, Faculty Member of BMS Department, would like to welcome our today guest speaker, Mr. Bhavya Garodia, respected Principal Sir Dr. Sanjay Mishra Sir, my colleagues, and all my dear students. Today topic for webinar is data science. So student, basically data scientists are analytical expert who utilize their skill in both technology and social science to find the trend in managed data. All industry like insurance, healthcare, retail banking, and many more appoint data scientists to accumulate their data and give their expert review and many more things. For becoming a data scientist, one has to have a bachelor degree of data science. What basically a data science? A data science is a field of study that combine domain expertise, programming skill, and knowledgeable of mathematics and statistics to extract the meaningful insight from the data. With this, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Bhavya Garodia, who is junior consultant at Elsys System India Private Limited and also a former data scientist of FedEx Express. He has completed his MTech in data science from NMIMS and also BE in computer engineering from Universal College of Engineering. During his learning period, he has received two recognition: IIT Bombay Robotics runner-up 2015 at a zone level and also statistical analytical system certified. In today's session, our guest speaker will provide you with the detailed information about data science. Before we start with the today's session, I will request our principal sir to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Rajesh. First of all, very good morning to the resource person for today's webinar, Mr. Bhavya Garodia, who is working around with the corporate. Also, he has completed around his master's with the data science from NMIMS College. Um, we are having the students here on this particular virtual platform, the students from our 9 junior colleges. They have joined this particular platform. Bhavya sir, let me just tell you something about with Rahul Education. Rahul Education, since last 3 decades, almost 29 years are completed. We started our journey in the year 1992, and today we are having some 56 institutions. As I was telling you, we are having 9 junior colleges, we are having degree college, D.Ed, B.Ed, M.Ed, engineering, polytechnic, law, architecture college, and so on. These are all affiliated to University of Mumbai. You know, when we approach University of Mumbai regarding data science and actuarial science, Mumbai University was very much keen to start up around with such type of courses in the autonomous college as well as in the affiliated colleges. So along with the autonomous colleges and other colleges also, we were all in the committee to establish to set up around with the syllabus for the University of Mumbai for the data science, actual science, because our college has already received permission for data science, actual science, and aviation. So in next year we are starting up with all these three different types of courses. Now, a very important is the students, the parents are aware about the general conventional courses like BA, BCom is there, as well as if I talk about science, they are aware about that. And lot of self-finance courses such as BMS, because students are more inclined with BMS, students are inclined with BSc IT, BSc Computer Science, if I talk about BAP, if I talk about BBI. But there is very little awareness among the students regarding what is data science, which is a need of an hour. Okay, The other day I was just reading around with one of the particular magazine. In that particular magazine also it was been stated that in near future the courses, near future the career will be much more focused around on data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain. Lot of things are coming up, and the world is going to change because of the new technologies which are coming up, right? The old technologies are going to become obsolete. So there is a need wherein we need to, train the students for taking such type of courses, which is wherein they can be placed around with good corporates. They can have a better career in their life. Okay, and data science is one which is going to provide around a very healthy career as well as success around in their life. For that reason, when Professor Rajesh Jakotia ji, when he came and he just informed me, he just told me that, sir, Mr. Bhavya Garodia is known to me, and he is having corporate experience also for the and we would like to have around such type of webinar on data science. So I was like, very much happy around to hear about all this thing. And then with the support around of the organizing team as well as the other coordinators of different departments, we just thought of organizing this particular data science. I also had a word around with Mr. Vikas Tiwari ji, who is the coordinator of Rahul Education Junior Colleges. So I asked him to circulate about all this thing to all the students. So let the students and the parents get awareness about what data science is and what is the scope around in data science, how different it is, how unique it is, and what is the future of data science. Okay, so I believe Bhavya is all ready with his presentation, and he is going to sail us through the entire ocean of data science. Right, Bhavya?
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay.
excited for it.
Yes, yes, yes. So over to you, Rajesh. You can start up. You can start up. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for this enlightenment, giving up great information about the data science. Now I am over to the Bhavya sir. Bhavya sir, you start up with the things.
Sure, sir.
Thank
First
you
of
very
all, thank you, sir, for having me. Thanks to Rahul Education for giving me this opportunity. Sir has already given lots of description about data science now. So my job becomes very much easy now to explain what data science is now. So getting straight to the point about data science, I'll just start the presentation. I hope my screen is visible to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, to all the students, yeah, I hope you guys are very fit, fine, and healthy. And I hope I think so. You guys will be having online sessions, and yes, you might be getting more of from your parents that you need to study. You guys are more free now. But I would simply suggest you guys to do some good research about topics which you are highly interested on, and you can sail along with that in the future. So let me get started about the scope and career opportunities in data science. So first, Rajesh sir has already given a brief introduction about me. So yeah, I am Bhavya Goradia. I have done my master's in data science. I am currently working at Ulysses Systems India. It's a logistics company as a junior consultant. And earlier I was working as a data scientist at FedEx Express. Getting to the point, before we get started, what data science stands for, there are three questions. Now, this is what I have also heard from my MD, where I was working at FedEx Express. There should be three questions: what, why, how. And this is the same question, getting the inspiration from him: what, why, and how. What is data science? Why should I select data science as one of the fields? And how will data science help me or help the world to become a better place? So first, what is data science? I'm not going to go with a bookish definition or some author's definition that what data science stands for. Data science simply a study of data. It's the science behind the data. You have an Excel sheet in front of you. You might be having some graphs in front of you, and you just need to analyze it. You just need to question, why is this like this? Why is the graph going down? Why is the graph going up? Or something like that. Understanding what data wants to say. we might have heard a lot about GDP from ever since the pandemic had started. We might have seen lots of graphs in the newspapers as well, in the news channels as well, in the internet as well. The world has become very smaller place now because of internet. We are all very much closer. We can share information. Exchange of information happens easily. So after looking at those graphs, people wonder, why did the GDP go down? What has happened? Why is the market crashing, or so on? So understanding these things, following the trends and seasonality trends, which specific product has gone, or hyped up in the period of pandemic. I would say sanitizers, I would say masks. The market of sanitizers and masks has been around $1 billion, guys. So that's a huge amount. Predicting the likelihood. You guys might be having this topic of probability. Trust me, guys, don't take it lightly. And over here, we are going to predict the, in our studies, we do predict the probability of a die coming to be 6, 3, or something like that. But in real life, we do predict certain things in the future, which will help us. For the best example, I would say the weather forecasting. The IMD, they do predict certain likelihoods of rain, cyclones, and they do try to protect people. So yeah, these are the cases of data science. It is a good field. It's a new field in India. India has got this field around from past 3 to 4 years. Very limited colleges and sources were there. But now, since Mumbai University is coming up with this course, I would recommend you guys highly to enroll to this course, because this will be a life changer, guys. Trust me. And it's not only about you guys will be implementing something, but the information, the knowledge that you are going to gain through data science would be something really fascinating for you all. So yeah, and coming up with lots of solutions to ease things down in the near future. Automation, in simple words. Automation is the trend. People want everything automated nowadays. We don't want to put lots of efforts, and machine like Principal Sir said already, Sanjay sir, that machine learning, artificial intelligence is coming a lot into the picture. And trust me, guys, it is coming a lot into the picture. And it's not a rocket science at all. It's quite simple. You just need to apply the simple math. So yes, guys, this is what is data science. Why in world is data science used for? Like I said earlier, it is used in terms of statistics, probability, automation, analysis, machine learning, deep learning, scheduling. Now, what exactly do I mean with scheduling? You guys might, all of us, ever since the lockdown started, might be visiting Flipkart, Amazon, I think so, on daily basis to, purchase masks or any of the products. Now, in my case, I almost ordered lots of food before the, lockdown was initiated. Now, definitely Flipkart or Amazon will think what products are going to be in demand now, like post lockdown, like after the lockdown was initiated. So they do the scheduling of specific products in their warehouses, and they predicted like which product is customer most likely to order it. There comes the probability, guys. Now, I did not highlight finance because finance itself is one of the biggest industries for data science, guys. In the audience, there will be commerce students and science students. To highlight it specifically, commerce students, first of all, keep a look in accounts and everything, because in future, if you are enrolling for data science, it will be a huge game changer for you guys. For science students, if you guys are planning to go for data science, finance will be one of the best industries you can enter, guys. Trust me. It is one of the bestest industries. Banks are hiring data scientists and data analysts like anything, and they are paying a good amount for that. And to have those financial knowledge is like when I did my science, and when I was into all this, I used to make fun of my friends who were in commerce about accounts and everything. But when I enrolled for this course, and then I got to know, okay, finance is one of the key subjects which I need to major in. At that time, the game was something different. My friends were making fun of me at time that, okay, this is the case now. You need help from me in finance. So yeah, guys, pay good attention in like if you guys are not even aware about lots of things in finance, just make sure you are reading good new information from the newspapers, internet, what is going on with the banks. Now, let me tell you one thing that in 2020, there were lots of cases. Sorry for the interruption in between. Yeah. In 2020, there were lots of cases where a moratorium came around. Moratorium where EMIs were freed around for people. Now there were lots of people who were not even paying their credit card amounts, outstanding amounts, and loan amounts and everything. But there were few banks who had shown that their position in market is going down, but there were lots of banks who were not. Now recently, Raghuram Rajan, who was the former governor of RBI, had stated one more thing: the worst is yet to come. We are seeing some good statements now. We are seeing some rise in GDP, but in the month of September or October, there are chances, because the balance sheet of banks of 2020 did not show NPAs. The NPAs are going to pile up now, and we are going to see more about it. So this is finance, guys. Pay good attention to finance and banking sector specifically, guys, because it will be a good place for you to learn a lot. Then scheduling, supply chain and logistics. Again, supply chain and logistics. I have been in FedEx Express. I have seen the market over there. Supply chain and logistics, you need to be very good with time series forecasting. You will be learning it later on. But yes, these are all the amazing industries, topics which you should be, paying good attention. Machine learning, deep learning, these things are kids of artificial intelligence, I would say. They are derived from AI. It's not a rocket science, like I said. It's not tough at all. It is simple maths and statistics only, guys. Pay attention to that. You will be, at sky high if you are highly interested in data science. Before I get into how data science is used, Harvard University, Forbes have also called data scientist job as one of the sexiest job of this century. So if such Ivy League universities and Forbes organizations are giving such good statements about this player profile, just imagine, guys, what would be the pay scale. So yeah, coming back to the point, how data science is used, like I said earlier, there are multiple options where data science is used. One of them is analysis. So we can analyze the world's data, the stock market. I was analyzing stock market ever since lockdown started, precisely because I was trying to understand where market is going. I knew market will be going down, but specifically I wanted to know which market: IT, automobiles, or banking sector, or whatsoever. Then we have supply chain data. The best example for you guys to understand how data science is used is to analyze students' performance. Now let's consider an example. Let's say if a counselor is sitting in front of you and he wants to explain you where should you go in future. Like, let's say if you are a science student, and which specific engineering or architecture or whatsoever profession can you go ahead with. So you had your scores and you had your subjects of maths, physics, and chemistry in 10th standard as well, in 11th as well, and in 12th as well. So you are going to plot a graph of your scores, and you will try to understand, okay, the person is good at physics, he should do BSc in physics, he should do MSc in physics, he should do MSc in chemistry or maths or something like that. Someone who has done, something outside the box, or who has done some programming or something, but from their schooling days and they are good at that, they can get into computer engineering or some other field like IT. Growth indication factors for business KPIs. I'll explain you guys what it stands for. Time series forecasting. Time series forecasting is highly used in stock exchange, and trust me, guys, it is one of the best techniques to analyze the stocks. Now coming back, analyzing the business KPIs, I'll give you the best example which I was doing at my workplace, FedEx Express. FedEx had lots and lots of products, just like Amazon Prime has. You are Amazon Prime customer or you are an Amazon customer, FedEx also has certain types of customers. So to understand what type of customer was generating what sort of business annually, every year, year to date, we had to analyze the business KPIs. From where did we generate those details? The details were generated from the data warehouse. We were fetching all the data from previous 10 years, and then we were analyzing it. So it took lots of good amount of time. The data was in huge chunks, I would say, guys. It was in millions. And to analyze that, it was fascinating for me. It was the best feeling in the world that I had, that I was dealing with this good amount of data. So this is what you guys will be dealing with. Just imagine, guys, banking sector's data, any bank's data from past 10 years, you are going to analyze it. It will be something that insights that you are going to give it to your manager or MD. That will be one of the best feelings. You will be telling them or suggesting them, this is how we can do business now. So this is what data science is used for. And I rightfully said by Sanjay sir earlier, data science and actuarial science are the two key fields now, or and I would say not exactly interlinked, but yes, they are in high demand, guys. Currently, India is hiring lots of data scientists, data analysts, market analysts, finance analysts, lots of domain analysts, I would say, and have one good domain knowledge. Let's say for finance, for marketing, for supply chain or logistics, you guys will be at, again, sky high. Automation recommendation engines. Now, this is something, I personally love. Machine learning, artificial intelligence is highly used. You guys might have also watched, everyone is doing this, OTT platforms. Now we are watching lots of OTT platforms nowadays. Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, Sony Z, or any other OTT platform. Even music platforms such as iTunes or Spotify are highly used. Now, how is data science used for over here? Now, the simplest thing is, when we guys log into Netflix, what will Netflix do? Netflix, first, it fetches your data. Which location did the login happen from? Let's say it happened from Maharashtra. Now, based on Maharashtra, it is going to suggest you, like, which is the highly watched movie or TV series on Netflix in Maharashtra and Gujarat, like based on demographics, geography. Netflix suggests you and recommends you. This is what we call as recommendation engine. Simple way, people ask you, what is your favorite dish? What are your favorite dishes? You tell them, I like pizza, I like this, I like that. And based on your recommendation, if you're going to be a guest at someone's place, they are going to make it. This is what Netflix does. It is going to serve you a dish based on your favorite dishes. So this is what Netflix does, iTunes does, Spotify does. They are going to ask you the type of movies you love, the type of music you want to hear, the type of series you want to watch. So yeah, this is how recommendation engines are created, and they are still improving day by day. For just my own purpose, guys, I would say I had created a recommendation engine for myself in the lockdown, which would suggest me some good movies every day. I like to watch movies. I am a big time movie freak. So in the lockdown, I was very much free. So what I had done was I created from, you might know, IMDb is one of the sources from where you can get lots of data about movies. I downloaded that and I created a recommendation engine for myself. Then based on the recommendations, I would watch movie, whether I like it or not, definitely. But yes, definitely, guys, automation is one of the key things. This is all automated. Automation is going to affect a lot in the future, because software testing is also one of the key roles in the industry, which will be in the near future, removed with the help of automation. This is where data science comes again. How important is data, like from earlier and now? Like sir said earlier, data was, data science was not in the picture earlier. We only were aware about three fields, that was science, commerce, and arts. We never knew what is next. And earlier, back in 2000s, companies or organizations never used to show good interest in data or how the business was going to a good extent. But after 2010, or I would say after the first decade, companies started investing a lot in data. Now companies are paying millions and millions of rupees for maintaining data so that they can analyze, so that they can understand how, where, when the business will be growing, when the business can go down, understanding the trends based on data. So let's say, I'll give you another example to understand the trends based on data. 2008 inflation, market recession. Again, the market recession happened in 2018. Now that was the case which I was dealing with at FedEx Express. When we were analyzing the data, we saw a dip back in 2008. Then we saw the same kind of dip in 2018. And when we were in the meeting room, the simple question was, why are we seeing a dip? The answer was quite simple. There was a recession earlier, there is a recession now. And this is why we are facing this problem. So this was the case. Now, another example, again, I'll come up with the best like FedEx and Amazon. When I had joined FedEx as a data scientist, I saw Amazon was one of the topmost customers to generate good amount of business for FedEx Express. But in 2019, there was a dip from Amazon side. Amazon है Amazon में तो definitely it is one of the topmost companies. Jeff Bezos was the richest man. I don't think so there will be any problem with the affordability with generating business through FedEx Express. Then why? I was thinking about it. My first answer was Amazon wants to start something on its own, like FedEx Express. Then the very next day in the newspaper, it comes up like FedEx had left Amazon's business. So they were out of contract with them. And it was almost $600 million of business, which FedEx had lost. After 2-3 months, when the VP from the FedEx Express US comes to India, there was a key discussion going on, like how the competition is with Amazon. And there was a point where the discussion came up where Amazon brought around 72 cargo planes for deliveries. And FedEx Express has around 700 cargo planes for deliveries. So there was a point from my partner or my teammate that's we are still ahead from Amazon because they just have 72 cargo flights and we are having 700. That is 10 times. But the point was, after doing some good amount of research, I realized FedEx Express started back in 1984 with charter planes or cargo flights for deliveries. From 1984 to 2020, they had this many planes. But Jeff Bezos brought those planes overnight. In just single line, he bought 70 cargo flights. Now, this is where the threat is. So you can analyze those things using data science. You will have the data in front of you. Numbers will speak for you. You just need to represent it. That's all about data. So this is how industry also are getting possessed with data nowadays. And yeah, the simple singular form for data is datum. It's a chunk of information for everybody. But just imagine, guys, if there is a single leak of data from anywhere, the world is destroyed for that now. I think so. There was a recent case of Byju's where the data of students and teachers were leaked outside. So how you can use it for the betterment of the world, or it can be a threat as well. So this is how important the data is now, and every data is important now. In specific banking sector, again I'm highlighting this, or even the institute level, the student data is highly important for institutes to analyze which course can a student in the future and enroll for, what trend is for courses. You guys can understand a lot from this, and guys, trust me, data science again is a booming field. During my time when I was pursuing my junior college, there was one of my friends who told me about actuarial science, but I did not pay much attention to that. Now I realize it is of high importance. Now, how so? We are all on Facebook, Instagrams, LinkedIn. I think so. Since you guys are in junior college, you might not be there, but I would like to request you to create your profiles over there on LinkedIn as well. Not now, once you get into professional courses, because that will be one of the best places. It's a social media for professional people. Yeah, so we are all enrolled in all the social media platforms. But do we know that every day we generate almost 7,000 data points where they can analyze your behavior? They know Bhavya Goradia likes to eat pizza. They know Bhavya Goradia will go to this place to have this food. They are aware Bhavya Goradia will go to this place to watch a movie. Bhavya Goradia goes to this theater specifically to watch this movie. Bhavya Goradia likes horror movies. They know everything about me. They know everything about you. Companies such as Facebook, Microsoft, yes, these are all the top-notch companies who are the biggest data handlers. Now, trust me, I hope you guys might be aware, Microsoft had created data centers inside water bodies. They had stored data centers inside the water body specifically, so that there won't be any heat issues for the data centers. Even if there was a heat issue and the data centers get destroyed, again the world will go upside down. Now, yeah, even a single leak of data is going to create a big problem. So yes, secondly, guys, use your social media platforms wisely, not for any sort of non-wise option or purposes, because Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat are using every bits of information of you. Even if you are not aware about it, the first step that you do after installing Facebook is that you are giving them permission to your contacts. Secondly, you are giving them permission to access your location. You are giving them permission to lots of things, guys. The apps which you are using, Facebook will understand everything, and hence there were lots of issues in between in the year 2017 where Mark Zuckerberg was even questioned. I'll be coming to that point as well. Even Google was questioned. Even Apple is questioned. So yes, it is important to use your data wisely. Uh, you guys might have known this or not. There was a trend going on Instagram, which was 10 years challenge, where a person was clicking a picture right now and he was posting a picture with a comparison of himself 10 years earlier. Now, just for your knowledge, guys, face recognition is the technology which we are using nowadays. Now, why am I highlighting face recognition? 10 years challenge. 10 years ago, my face looked something different. 10 years now, after 10 years, I look something different now. Like I said, machine learning, artificial intelligence are one of the key aspects or key domains which are used for face recognition. Secondly, now listen to me carefully. Machine learning is used for predicting lots of things. It can even predict a picture 10 years down the line, how you are going to look. Now coming to the face recognition. Face recognition, Touch ID was something which came, I think so, 5 or 7 years ago. We are using it in our phones. Now my thumb is going to do a transaction through the banking app. Face recognition will be the new technology in near future, I hope. Banks will use, hopefully. Iris scanners are there. Now, if I'm using this app, there might be someone who will be analyzing all these pictures, and he might be trying to predict how this person is going to look 10 years down the line. This can be a threat for your bank accounts. Yes, guys, we use your social media very wisely and carefully. Your locations are being traced by Google. Your locations are being traced by Facebook. Your locations are being traced by Apple and Microsoft as well. Why? Why do that? Do that to understand your behavior, not only the whole state's behavior, the whole country's behavior. Specifically, let's say if Google understands, okay, this many people, let's consider a person in the working in the industry. He goes down every day to have a cup of tea. So based on location, Google, Apple, and all the organization gets to know this guy goes at this time to have a cup of tea every day, every night, every evening. And this is where the picture comes across. They can market something for you. They can create some product for you. And this is how it works. The marketing is done specifically based on regions again. So again, for marketing example, let's say maple syrup. Maple syrup, I think so, is not highly used in India, but it is used in Canada and US there is a high demand. Now, so Facebook or Google, if they understand this person buys maple syrup every month, let's say if I'm going to DMart, I buy myself a jam. Similarly, they understand maple syrup is brought by these people based on the demographics. Again, demographics, geography, they will highlight Canada and US, and they will target the customers over there with some marketing ads. We all see lots of ads in lots of apps. Do we see this? Am I going to see the same ad if I'm sitting in US? No, I'm not going to see the same ad. Based on the location, the ads will change. Even if I'm going to change my state, my ads will change. DMart, again, one of the best examples, how they analyze the data and how smartly do they place things around, or they create some good schemes that you are going to get tempted to buy something. Let's say if I was only planning to buy some, vegetables from DMart, but when I see around the racks, I see lots of schemes. Okay, buy one, get one free. Okay, 50% off. I'm going to purchase more. This is how they generate their business. Now, this is how data comes into the picture. Analyze it, generate business, and they pay you for this. So this is again something, yes, how data science is used for. And this is highly fascinating for a data analyst or data scientist. Okay, like I said about marketing products, they do not centrally market the products. They actually use demographics and geography to understand which product can be highlighted to which place. Let's say now, if you guys were discussing something online on Instagram, like with your friend, I want to go to Goa, which never happens. Goa plans are always cancelled. This is the trend. So what happens is, once you were discussing, have you ever witnessed the fact that when you open Instagram, you are going to see an ad from Make My Trip or Goa Ibibo or some other company telling you about Goa plans or Goa schemes. Let's say if I was planning, I was discussing with my dad yesterday, I wanted to purchase a new iPhone. I just saw an ad quickly from a company known as UNI, showing me iPhone 12 with this much amount of discount. Now, this everything, remember, guys, again, our cell phones are whatever we are discussing, speaking right now, also, its microphone is always on. And with the help of speech recognition, this thing also comes up as an ad for you guys. So just imagine, guys, how impactful data science is for marketing, for finance, for technologies, for IT sectors as well. Now, yes, ever thought like this field, which is very much fresh in India, will have this much good amount of impact globally? So this is the impact, guys. Just imagine if you are a part of data science, what changes can you bring it to the world? Now, me personally, being an engineer, used to think a lot, about automating lots of stuff, about, like this thing should be automatic, this thing should be robotically handled. Why am I using, why is the human intervention required now? So just imagine, guys, like how data science is impactful and helpful for everything nowadays. So yeah, more about data science and its impact. Like I said earlier, it is one of the sexiest job, which is already mentioned by Harvard University. But we all nowadays rely on data. Everything is data oriented. So if we are going to discuss business tomorrow, the simple question is, show me your data, show me your company profiles data. How has your company performed? And then I'm going to make an investment. When it comes to the data science market, US definitely is the topmost data science markets, followed by India and then UK. Just imagine us being a population of 130 billion people. We itself, like, our data generators every day, and we are like I said, I individually generate 7,000 data points every day. What are data points? Data points in simplest language, I would say, my behavior, my location, the place I am visiting, everything is noted well by Facebook. These are all data points, and there are 7,000 such data points. Me moving from one tile to another is also a data point for Facebook. Just remember, guys. So 7,000 such data points. Now multiply that with 133 crore people. Just imagine how much amount of data are we generating every day. About 190,000 jobs are supposed, were expected by 2020 in US, and yes, more than that were hired. Definitely, even there were lots of firing earlier, but yes, by the end of 2020, it happened. Now, big data analytics is one of the, again, domains of data science, which would be in high demand, and it will be contributing around $16 billion into the market by 2025. Big data, again, it is a part of data science, and it is a huge field by itself. So if you want to get into big data, it's amazing field of data science. It's a byproduct of data science in simple words. Get into it and you are going to be the richest man, I would say. People are investing a lot in cloud industries nowadays. I'm sorry for the background, guys. Yeah. Now again, like, from you're using your GPS locations, everything is traced by Facebook, Instagram, and everything. They know everything about you. So just remember, guys, use your data point wisely. Don't turn on your location if you are going to some foolish place or some non-famous place. That will be a threat for you guys. So understand this fact. Another example to help you guys with this, not about GPS but about data science. There is a company known as Target in US, and this is what we had a case study back in our masters. Target is a company which it is like Walmart. It sells products online. So Target figured out there was a girl who was pregnant. She was 16-year-old. Now, definitely, I am going to mention my details in any of the application. Now, when I logged into Target, I had given all my details, my demographics, and everything. The next thing that happened, I ordered some medicines for myself. Target realized there is something fishy, and Target helped that girl from attempting suicide. So again, this will be a lifesaver for you guys as well, for everybody, based on the data. Negative impacts, like I said, guys, there was a history. There was a case, Cambridge Analytica. What had happened over there? So Cambridge Analytica was an analytics company based on UK. Now, what did they do? Now, based on the Facebook data points, like I said, they used to have those data points along. They used to extract those data points from Facebook, and they used it for elections. The 2017 elections of Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Now, let's say if I am a supporter of a specific person, and if I'm not going to support some other person, let's say I was supporting Hillary Clinton. So specifically, Cambridge Analytica targeted people like me, and they were negatively influencing me to not to support Hillary Clinton by sharing some posts or some post which would appear to me randomly about Hillary Clinton, some facts about Hillary Clinton, which would make me think, oh my God, is this the representative I was thinking for? And this is how they won the elections. So that stated that every day person was generating about 5,000 data points. My lifestyle, my habits, like I said earlier. Now, this was Cambridge Analytica. And if you guys want to really see and understand how this process was, there is a movie on Netflix. The name is the Great Hack. You can watch that movie. You'll understand how impactful is data. Google senators meet. Now, we have this tendency nowadays on Facebook, Instagram, we put a hashtag. But do you guys know, like, this hashtag acts as a keyword for Google or Facebook or Instagram. So next time, if I'm working at Google and I'm a data scientist over there, and if I want to see the number one trending keyword, I'll just write it and I'll see lots of images, pages, your posts as well. I can see anything as a data scientist. I have access to the whole world. Now, what happened was some key term was tagged with Donald Trump, and those images were flashed out on Google. Now, Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, was questioned for this. Why does this happen? Because the data gets linked with a specific hashtag, which is linked with an image now. So there is a triangle, and now through this, the data centers are going to fetch details. So this is how, yeah, I hope he's not offended at all, but this is how data can impact us negatively as well. Anything can happen, guys. Now, there are lots of cases. We guys are creating lots of, memes, which can be a negative impact for other people on somebody's name. Data acts as a negative impactor over there. So yes, use your data points carefully. Use your social media carefully. I would highlight this point again. Yes. The next question, which we have actually gathered today for, what can I become after becoming a data completing data science course? You can be a data scientist. What is the job of data scientist? Now let me explain you guys. A data scientist simply plays with data, the data which we get. Again, guys, the data which we get is not clean. When I say it is not clean, let's say in a website, I am very smart guy. I have this habit of playing around with lots of websites. So I played around with the website. Now, there is a form where I have to fill in my details. In the details, in my contact number, let's say if I'm writing ABCDEFG, which is not a valid data point for me. So the data scientist's job over here is to remove all such irrelevant data, and from getting a perfect data, he is going to play along with the data, analyze it firstly, perform some analysis, visualization, draw some graphs and draw some conclusions from that. And the next step he does is predicts it. His job is to predict, his job is to automate, and that is where a data scientist comes into the picture. Data analyst. A job of data analyst is quite interesting, fascinating, amazing, fun-loving. So what the data analyst does is simply he puts data into the graphs and analyzes and tells the trends, the markets, and what can be done in the near future. Data engineer, a job of data engineer or an ETL programmer. ETL, it's a term, extraction, transformation, and loading. What is this? We extract data. Cleaning the data is transformation of data, and loading the data somewhere to perform some analysis or perform some automation is loading. So data engineer or an ETL programmer, the job of these people is to make sure the data is consistent, the data is clean. Business administrator, AI developer, machine learning engineer, deep learning engineer. Nowadays, we have this new trend of natural language processing. You guys will learn. And guys, amazing. Natural language processing is one of the amazing tools. It can convert my speech into text. I can analyze the sentiments of any trend going on Twitter or anything. I can use those natural language processing algorithms for that. So NLP engineer, finance analyst, market analyst, you have supply chain analyst. So yeah, guys, these are all the good profiles which you can have after pursuing course in data science. And it will not be paying you just like a computer engineer or any other person. The pays will be highly unique. So it's a good market, guys. And India is an upcoming market for this. Again, India does generate data, but India needs lots of data scientists and data analysts to cope up. So guys, if you are highly interested, go ahead with data science. There is no looking back for this. What are the skills required? Now, it is quite obvious, like I need some technical skills. I need to have some domain knowledge. But having a knowledge or having a technical skill is not enough. Definitely, I need to be curious. I need to ask questions. I need to know, why is this happening? Why is market down? Why is this product now not in demand? Let's take an example again for products not in demand. Fidget spinner, it came, it went. Avocados for diet people who are diet savvy people, it came, it went. So like this, all these products, just think, why did it go away? Why was it there in the market for a specific period of time? Being data savvy, to understand what data wants to say. Now, after looking at lots of Excel sheets, lots of data, now it's quite easy for people, for data scientists, for data analysts. After looking at, they'll just look at the numbers and they can simply tell, okay, we need to do this. They don't even need to plot graphs nowadays. So this is how you can be the data savvy person. Understanding the know-hows. Why is data going down? Why is data moving up? Why is a stagnancy in between? Why is no ups or downs? So ready to get your hands dirty with the data. When I say getting hands dirty, cleaning the data, making sure the data is consistent, good statistical knowledge. I always used to ignore this topic earlier in my junior college days or even during my engineering days. I never used to pay attention to stats. I used to laugh at it. I used to tell my friends, where am I going to use it? कहाँ पे यूज होने वाला है? मुझे तो कहीं पे नहीं दिख रहा है. मैं कौन सा एवरेज पर्सन को किसी को जाके बताऊंगा ऐसा होने वाला है? But guys, statistics is a must for data science. You can have technical knowledge, you can have any sort of knowledge, but if you're not having the statistical knowledge, then having this data science knowledge is zero. Storytelling skills. Why storytelling skills? Like I told you guys about Amazon and FedEx, about the cargo planes. It's a storytelling skill when I have to put it forward to my MD or anybody else about the market trends. Why has market gone down? Why has market moved up? What has happened in the pandemic with the economy? Or something like that. I need to come up with the story that, okay, 2008 में ऐसा market था, 2018 it's a recession cycle of a decade, which we need to understand कि यहाँ पे market कभी up नहीं हो सकता. In 2028 भी chances है, there is no possibility कि market will move up. There can be a stagnancy or there can be a dip. So this is how you can tell a story to your manager or MD, which will help them understand what the data is trying to tell. Now, what technical skills do you require? What languages do you need to know? What else do you need to know? So to make you guys understand about this, knowing statistics and probability is a must over here. Knowing languages such as Python, R, big data languages such as Apache, Spark, Hive, and everything. Then SAS, SQL is a must. SQL is the base from where you are going to extract data. And guys, it's not that only engineers know these languages. When I was at FedEx, where I'm working now as well, I have seen lots of commerce people also learning this language, SQL, because it's a must for extracting the data. It's an easy language. It's a simple English. So it's a fun-loving language again. So you can easily learn this. Knowing the domains of machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, AI, and ETL are some key technical skills we must possess. What are the trends? Like I said, data science will be one of the key demand jobs of decade for India in the near future as well. Machine learning engineers are on high demand nowadays, guys. And trust me, I see on almost every weekend, Hotstar wants a machine learning engineer. Hotstar is an OTT-based company or platform. They do require recommendation engineer builders, which can do it using, which can be built using machine learning engineers and techniques. Deep learning is used for big chunks of data. It's just an advancement of machine learning, like I said earlier. And yeah, just like I said, face recognition would be one of the trendsetters. We already have it in our mobile phones nowadays. We can use it for multiple purposes to count the footfall, like just place a camera and you can copy it will count the crowd. You can figure out a suspect. Now this was a proposal which I had during my master's. I had a project wherein I did it for banking sector, and it was appreciated by University of Hyderabad, where I created a project. Was in banks we are all customers, right? For them, we are the customers, we are the business generators for them. Now a bank will have a customer having a balance of 10,000 rupees and someone who is going to have a balance of 10 crore rupees. To diversify, to segment the types of customer based on the types of customer, it should be paying good attention to the people who are having good balances, because they need to maintain relations. Or else if I go to some bank near to me, I'm going to stand in a queue to deposit money or to do anything, any purpose. So if let's say if a person X and person Y, a person X had balance of 10,000 and a person Y had balance of 10 crore, both are standing in the same queue. Makes no sense. So based on face recognition, my proposal was simple. My implementation was simple. Based on face recognition, my Aadhaar card is linked. Based on face recognition, Aadhaar card. It will fetch the details, my name and everything, my account number, my balance. It will be only visible to the bank manager, the branch manager who's sitting there. And once you figures out that, okay, this customer is a premium customer as compared to others, the branch manager, after looking, he gets a notification and he will be moving out of his office and specifically treating the customer. So this was the project which we had created. Natural language processing, like I said earlier, it is one of the hottest topics in data science now, and it is used to understand text. But again, like, how can text be helpful for business? Now understand which business is highly used in text. It's Twitter. To understand the sentiments, to understand what people wants to say, we just write hashtag some word, and if it goes trending, it will show what positive sentiments it has, what negative sentiments it has, or anything. Let's consider Diwali as one of the festivals. It's all about positivity. I'm going to post lots and lots of images on Facebook, Instagram, and everything. Everything is processed using natural language processing. My post, the text which I'm mentioning will be analyzed, and it will be telling what kind of mood I have based on my text. Am I happy? Am I sad? So now our emotions also can be detected through text data. So imagine, guys, what sort of advancement have we made in technologies. We need to avoid what? So like I said earlier, there was a 10 years ago trend, like back in 2019. It could be the next authenticator for banks as well. So make sure we are posting our images, making our post, whatever text we have written, are written wisely. There was a face app as well, I guess, yes, wherein if I put my image, then it will show me a person of older version of me. Again, like I said, it can act as a face recognition authenticator. So hope you guys understand how important, sensitive, how delicate can data be as well? We do share all the memes, funny pictures, and everything. But again, like it is going to show my mindset to a developer, and he can target a next meme accordingly. Yeah, such your video platforms such as YouTube, TikTok definitely has got banned now, so not a problem. I'm happy that it got banned uh, because we are uploading lots of data in terms of video again. Even though if I'm dancing, it tells me I'm a good dancer or whatsoever. Uh, Dancing is my hobby. If I'm dubbing something, dubbing is my hobby. It tells a lot, and it's again a market generator. So imagine, guys, how markets can be generated through any source if you have relevant data. Even a ration wala next to your house, if you can analyze their data, you can go and tell them, keep this product along with you. This will be a good the revenue generator for you. So imagine, guys, this is how important data is. Yeah, currently, yes, definitely the people, when COVID started, until they are doing it, people, what they did, or they started coming up with machine learning algorithms that would predict COVID numbers, outcomes, the likelihood that COVID would slow down. And there were trends. Some of them were right, like it would spike up, then it would go down and again spike up. Some of them said that by the end of 2020, it will vanish. So it's all about predictions. It's all about analysis, how you are doing it. But how did they come to the conclusion? Like one guy came with a conclusion, it will spike again. One guy came with a conclusion, it will vanish. Now it's all about approach, how you are approaching with the data. The guy who came with a conclusion that it is going to spike up again, simply what he did was he took the quarterly data of COVID-19 cases and analyzed it, and he understood the cycle. The person, on the other hand, who came up with a conclusion it will slow down, just took the data and analyzed it. So it is also important how you analyze the data. So understand this aspect as well. Yes. Secondly, yes, the economic aspects. Like I said, I got highly interested to understand the economy of India, why it went down, why was the GDP by going down by minus 23%. How would a specific state's economy be after a lockdown? Do you think, guys, like will Maharashtra have another lockdown? What if it happened? The simple answer would be like which you, even if you guys discuss, would be people will go crazy. So this is what you can understand with the help of data. What would be the response by the industries post slowdown due to COVID? So yeah, data science not only is about, again, like guys, it's not only about technical fields, it's all about medical field as well. With the help of images, image recognition techniques, we can also analyze and we can also predict the next stage of cancer. So this is the advancement of data science. We can use it everywhere. So it's not only limited to science or commerce, it is also applicable in the medical science as well. So guys, belonging to commerce background, science background, if you guys are interested, trust me guys, this is the hottest fields. The insights that you are going to gain from data science would be something, you won't be getting it from the books, but you will be getting from the real world. So if you guys show interest in this will be one of the skyrocketing fields for you guys in the near future. Some big stats, big data market, it's a $103 billion market, which would be by 2023. And by 2025, it will be a big market by itself. Yes. How much amount of data am I generating every second? By just doing a video call, by just texting someone, by WhatsApping someone, by sending a picture on Snapchat, it's 1.7 megabyte. Even if I'm not going to use it, my data is getting generated. We all generate globally 2.5 quintillion bytes of data. But what is quintillion? It's just imagine, you guys, I hope you guys know gigabyte is 10 raised to 6. So this would be 6 times of that now. Now, again, like I said, major world organizations are investing in big data and AI. They are the future. Now, Netflix is saving 1 billion every year, but how? Through customer retention. How are you guys purchasing anything? Again, that is through customer retention only. How is Amazon still making profit after giving you 500 rupees off? Let's take another example. Amazon, when I wanted to purchase something, I wanted to buy a TV, which was of 10,000 rupees. I just had added to my card. I was going to make my payment, but I something came up and I couldn't make the payment. So what do I do now? So after 2-3 days, I get a notification from Amazon. You get 1,000 rupees off. Ultimately, the business generator was me purchasing the TV. Even in 1,000 rupees off, Amazon might have at least got 20 or 30% of profit again by customer retention. How can Netflix be a customer retention? They did come up with a scheme. We are, if you guys might be aware, Netflix earlier used to be very costly for India. It was not like affordable for everybody. But now Netflix came up with a plan of rupees 200 for mobile devices. There is a huge customer retention plus customer addition now. They understood the market, they understood the trends, and this is how data analysis and data scientists come into the picture. Yes, and majorly 90% of the data was created in past 2 years. I'll also include 2017 certainly, but yes. So imagine the data that we are going to generate in the near future again. In 2012, yes, nearly 0.5, that is half or 3% of data was analyzed, but now it is 1,000 times of that. We guys have almost spent 1.2 billion years online, if I consider the data to speak for my lifespan. And yes, 33% of it, this is something, this data I'm not gonna give you guys. Our parents will give the data for this, not 33%, but pura time phone pe baithe rehte hum sab. So yeah, guys, this is all about data science and data and some stats and facts about it. So some technologies, yes, definitely AI technologies, I would say. Google Assistant, which helps improve themselves nowadays. So remember, guys, Google Assistant, Siri, Watson, Alexa, or anything can improve by itself now. There are no engineers needed. Engineers are there to handle it, but based on the inputs, based on the conversations which we are having, based on the questions we ask Siri, Google Assistant, or anything, it takes the question. If it does not have the answer, it will train itself using machine learning. Now, what exactly is machine learning algorithm, by the way? Let's say if you are teaching a kid to identify or differentiate an apple with a rotten apple, you are going to show him some examples. Based on certain examples, let's say there was a brown patch in one of the apples. There was one apple which was completely red. There was one apple which was very soft. There was one apple which was very hard. It identifies. Next time when you place an apple in front of a kid, he is going to identify it by himself. This is what machine learning is in simple terms. It identifies everything by itself once it is trained from the data. And then the process is optimized. And this is how Google Assistant, Siri, Watson is an AI built from IBM. It is also quite accurate. And Alexa is one of them nowadays. Again, this industry will be coming in the near future, to have speech assistants. We do have nowadays, but I think the industry is going to use this in the near future. So yes, guys, this is all about data science, the insights of data science. If you guys have any question, please let me know. Thank you very much.
Sanjay sir, principal sir, are you there? Hello, sir. Yeah, sir. The two question has been asked by the student in the chat box. You can see how one can learn this course. First question is that.
Yeah. So one can learn this course by either enrolling through MU now, because Mumbai University has come up with this course, or else we have lots of online course materials available for data science. You can enroll this course from Coursera. You can enroll for this course from Udemy, from edX, and you can learn these courses. Again, these courses from Coursera, Udemy, or edX are from recognized universities. So that will be really helpful for you guys. It will also give you a certification for this. So yes, you can learn it in this manner. There are some institutes which are giving PGDM for these courses, like Symbiosis, SPJ. You can enroll for PGDM, or else you can self-learn it. There are some classes and institutes. They are giving these courses. You can enroll those places as well. Or else, the best thing I would suggest you guys is to read some good data science books. Just do a Google search, data science books. You'll get some good information about it, but which topic you want to learn, let's say machine learning, SQL. So based on that, you can do a research on it and you can learn. So yes, you can learn it in this manner.
Sir, one more question. I think it is related to that only. How can we
Mhm.
can go for the learning data science?
Yes.
Almost
So yes, it's the same question.
same.
So like I earlier said that one can enroll to any college like Mumbai University is coming up. So once you are done with your junior college, you can enroll for this course for your bachelor's. This is one of the options you guys have, which not luckily I did not have during my time. So if you are getting this chance, go ahead and enroll for it, guys, because it is a trend setter and it is the near future. Secondly, like I said, you can refer online. There are lots of YouTube videos available for you guys to learn. And the best place is to enroll over here and learn from the best faculties you guys have, because they are also very highly insightful for you people. Any other questions?
Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Rajesh Jakodia, sir. Hello.
Principal sir, are you there? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, sir,
yes,
you
yes.
are audible.
Yes, sir. Sir, before proposing the formal vote of thanks, I would like to really appreciate Bhavya Garodia, sir, because I was there around in your this particular session, somewhere in bits and pieces, because I had some other work also. But the way you have given us the entire detail about the scope of data science, as well as what is the future of data science, in what manner the students who are going to take around data science in their UG course will be benefited in the near future, and they will have a better career. Sir, I extend thanks around on behalf of SLRTDC Degree College, as well as the management, from the management also of Rahul Education. Thank you very much for giving your precious time, as well as giving a lot of knowledge to our dear students. Over to you, Rajesh. And
Thank you, sir.
Rajesh, someday after we just start physically the colleges, okay, someday kindly invite Garodia sir in our college, so that physically he can come, he can connect with us, and he can, again, he can just share around his knowledge, and he can also take around some kind of questions from the students.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
be happy to come there.
Yes, 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 sir. Rajesh sir, please
Yes,
propose
sir.
a vote of thanks now.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for giving such opportunity. Good afternoon to one and all present over here for this enlightening section. I, Assistant Professor Rajesh Jakotia, Faculty of BMS Department, would like to take this opportunity to extend my sincere vote of thanks to our Principal Dr. Sanjay Mishra sir for his support and guidance for conducting this informative session for the learner, because this today the world is all about learner only. I would also thanks our guest speaker of the day, Mr. Bhavya Garodia, data scientist, for giving our student his precious time from his busy schedule and guiding them toward the scope and career opportunity in data science. We hope that this session proved to be a fruitful to the learner of our institute. And thank you to all the faculty member and their student for joining us this webinar. With this, we mark at end to our webinar. Have a nice day ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, students. All the best for your future.
Yeah.
And sir, just a second, there was a question from a student
Yeah.
regarding what is the current correct time or age limit. So there is no age limit to learn, first of all. And yes, if you are a UG aspirant, UG aspirant, I would say, then this would be the correct time for you guys to enroll. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.